Good morning, everybody. Today's word of the day is squirrel. 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 Squirrel has two syllables, squir and o. And the emphasis is on the first syllable, squir. Sounds like squirrel. Now, one thing I want to explain. The Q sound in English has the qu sound. It's the combination of K, W, squ. In this case with the S, squ, squ. Squir, squir when combined. S, Q, U, I sounds like S, K, W, U, R, squir, squir, squirrel. Also, when English words have two R's combined, as squirrel does, the sound does not matter if we have two R's or one R in a word. Often when you see two R's, you want to have a different pronunciation, but it's not true in English. Two R's and one R sound the same. Let's put this in a sentence. But I want to ask you a few grammar-related questions as we go along in this sentence. This is a rather short sentence, but we're going to break this down. A squirrel eats nuts. A squirrel eats nuts. Correct English. But I want to ask you a few questions about what is not correct and why it's not correct. In English, we have three primary identifiers or articles connected to nouns in sentences. A, an, and the. Now we have other identifiers, but these are the primary identifiers connected to nouns. A is connected to nouns that have the consonant sound in the noun, like in this case. A squirrel. Do you agree that the S is a consonant sound? A squirrel is correct. An squirrel, not correct. Why? Because an as an identifier is connected to nouns that have a vowel sound. A vowel sound. Now keep this in mind. A vowel sound, not a vowel. I'll explain in a future video because we have words that begin with a consonant, but it has a vowel sound. That's something for a future video. So an squirrel is not correct. A squirrel is correct. One additional thing. You may hear Americans say a squirrel or a squirrel. A squirrel, a squirrel. Why do we pronounce this differently? A or a? Either way is acceptable. So don't be confused when you hear those two pronunciations of the word a or a. They are both correct. A squirrel, a squirrel. Next question. A squirrel eats? Correct. A squirrel eat? Not correct. Is this confusing? I asked this for one particular reason. Do we agree in this case squirrel is singular? It is singular. But the verb has four letters, eats, not eat, three letters. Now logic would tell us because we have a singular noun, we would have a verb that has fewer letters. That seems logical, doesn't it? It does to me. But with English, it's not. With singular nouns, often we have a verb that ends with an S, a regular verb that ends with an S. So squirrel eat, not correct. Squirrel eats, correct. And the last word is a simple word, also a noun, also known as the object of the sentence. Nuts. Nuts can be singular or plural. In this case, nuts is plural because we have an S added to a regular noun. Singular noun, nut. Plural noun, nuts. The correct sentence again. A squirrel eats nuts. Okay. Squirrel. Squirrel. Thank you very much for watching today's lesson. Please comment in the section below. Also click like, and please subscribe to Synergy English Brazil for the entire video and its explanation. Take care. See you tomorrow.